Hi everyone, thank you for joining us today. In this video we're going to be reacting to another of Jeffries' comedy. The last two we reacted to of his were Gun Control 1 and 2, which I thought was absolutely hilarious. Now this time it is on LGBTQ community. Okay. I'm not gonna say anything, I'm just gonna listen and see what it's got to say first. All right, people, without any further ado, let's go.
Let's tell some stories. This first story involves my friend DJ Qualls, right? You might know him as the skinny guy from Road Trip, or for Hustle and Flow, or more importantly, Billy from Legit, right? So DJ's gay, right? I can tell this story, he knows. He's well aware. Oh, also, if there are any gay people in the room this evening, welcome. I big fan of the gay community. I've always been pro-gay. I studied musical theatre at university. I grew up in Sydney, one of the gayest cities on earth. Me and the gays, we're down. In fact, I'd say I'm an advocate. They have not said that.
Why does it sound like he's prepping the floor for something? Why does it sound like it? It's like when somebody's about to throw something shady at you, they kind of tell you how nice you are and how everything before they come in. It sounds like that's what he's about to do.
Gays, I like the LGBTQ community. I like them all. I like the L, the B, the G, the T, the Q, in equal measures. I don't even have a favourite. I like them all equally. I support them all equally. As individual groups. I do not support them as a collective group. Because they have fucking nothing in common. You have one bloke who's like, I like sucking dicks. And another guy goes, I want to cut my dick off. We should be a group.
When you look at it like that, okay. When you look at it like that.
Which brings us to the trans people. Look, hot topic in comedy, a lot of people talking about it. I personally, I've worked with trans people for 20 years in this business. I have no issue with trans people. I think it must be a very hard life. And if there was a surgery that I could have for me to stop hating myself, I'd fucking take it. So I get it. It's not an easy choice, right? And then, so I got no problems with trans people. And then I see all the comedians, and there's Chappelle and Gervais, and they told those jokes, and everyone got upset, and there was all this press, right? And I have no problem with trans people, but I do like press. So here we go.
What did I say? Prep you up to chuck it at you.
As I said, I like trans people. Do you want to know why I like trans people? I like anyone who's got a good story. If we're at a party and you tell me you've cut your dick off, you've caught my attention. I'll sit and chat to you for a while. I feel like you might have some tales to tell. Can I empathise completely with a trans person? I try to, but I can't really, because I'll never know what it's like to hate the body I'm living in. So, oh, hang on, I do. I've never understood this argument. I hated the body I live in. That's like 98% of us. 98% of us get out of the shower and see ourselves in the mirror and go, oh. But I've never wanted to cut me dick off, and that's a fundamental difference. But I do consider myself a bloke with a six-pack, and I'd like you to see me that way as well. I like trans people. I often think they shouldn't stop transitioning. Keep going. Transition more. You ever see a trans person and think to yourself, they could do with more? Let me explain.
Please do. Please do explain, because I'm like, where you going?
So when a man becomes a woman, and I will call you a woman, or them, they, her, whatever you want to be called, I got all day. I don't give a fuck. I'll call you whatever you want. I regard you as a woman. You have made the decision to change. I regard you as a woman. So the surgery, they have to do this, right? The first thing they do is they take the hormones. It lowers the bone density, it raises the voice a little bit. Then they go get the surgery. So the first thing they do is they cut the dick off and they put that on a plate. For the life of me, I don't know why people laugh when I say you put that on a plate. What did you want me to do in this scenario? They cut the dick off and they chuck it. Of course there's a fucking plate. So they cut the dick off. Now they have to make a hole. So they get a spoon and at this stage I should mention that I'm not a doctor.
Probably best. You're just making it up as you're going.
No formal medical training to speak of. I just know this happens. So, they shovel a hole. But that's just a hole. That's not realistic. You need flaps. And that's where the dick meat comes into play. So they julienne some dick strips and they get some 3M double-sided tape and they put 2 on this side and 1 on that side, because I don't know a lot about cunts, but I know they're not symmetrical. So then they've made it, right? That's all really, that's good now, it's good. So then they grow their hair long, they make sure they're clean shaven, right? Then they get the fake tits. Now here is my problem where they don't transition enough. They always get perfect tits. Believe me.
Oh, that person just screamed, yeah. It's like she doesn't like it.
They always get perfect tits. And that's not the real female experience. They want to be a real woman, they got to get one titty slightly bigger than the other. And a nipple covering one for no reason. You do that, you can play any sport you want, I reckon. Then the next one, so a woman becoming a man, how would they would have to, you'd fill that in, wouldn't you? You'd fill it in. Cement. So they cement that in. Then they have to build a new fresh dick with that new dick smell. That's what all the excess dick bits. They build a new dick, beautiful dick. You'd ask for a good one, wouldn't you? You wouldn't go small, you'd go, give me a nice dick. Then they take the hormones, they always grow a beard, I'd grow a beard too, I understand that completely, right? They cut off the tits. But they always hair.
What happened? He just cut off there. What did he say?
That is not the real male experience. If they want to be a real man, just one of them, just one. Shave the horseshoe shape in. And grow a bit out the side and fucking whip it across. Because they'll never know the full pain of male pattern baldness. It's fucking killer. If you watch my specials from beginning, I think I've done 9 or something like that, you watch them, I get hairier and hairier as I go along. Because I've had a transplant. I've had fucking, I take a tablet every day for the last 15 years to keep my hair looking this fucking shit. Right. Every day I have to take this tablet every single fucking day, and if I stop taking it, my hair falls out right away. Gotta keep taking it, gotta keep taking it. But I can't take it every day anymore, I have to take it every 4 days. Because if I take it every day, my dick doesn't work. So I have a couple of options in life. Either I have hair and I can't fuck anyone, or I'm bald and no one wants to fuck me. And people, you mock the bald. You mock bald men. You tease them. It's like the last physical, we can't knock the fat anymore, we can't knock this, we can't knock that. But it's the last physical thing that people just tease people for. Hey, baldy. I don't give a fuck. My friend, someone came up and polished his head at a party with a tea towel. Right? Fucking terrible shit. It really hurts. Losing your hair as a man is devastating. Devastating. So you can't joke about it anymore. And I know what you're thinking. I'm a comedian. I should have a thicker skin than this. But no, it's over. You cannot knock or tease male pattern baldness anymore. And these are your rules, not fucking mine. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because one woman once had her baldness mentioned in jest.
Oh, that's where it is going with it. This is, what's her name? Will Smith's wife. That's the one, isn't it? I thought this was old. Okay.
And you all lost your fucking shit, didn't you? Fuck Jada Pinkett Smith and her bald-ass fucking head. I have zero sympathy. I hope it never grows back. She has it easy. A woman losing their hair is easier than a man losing their hair. And I know you don't think it is, but it fucking is. First of all, sympathy out the fucking wazoo. They get called brave. Sir, did anyone ever call you brave? Not fucking one, not one. She could have worn a wig. She could have worn a wig. No one would have cared. Men aren't allowed to cover their baldness up in any fucking way, and if they do, they're considered a loser by society. If a man has a comb over, as soon as he leaves the room, you all make your little fucking comments. You're like, you see the fucking cunt with the comb over? How dare he? How dare he try to look like he has hair like everyone else? Not allowed to wear a wig. If a man wears a wig and he's found out, that's fucking, there's no country you can move to. If a man wears a wig, and he's not found out, his entire life is lived in fear. All day he's like this. Oh, for fuck's sake. The weatherman said it wouldn't be windy. Yet women are allowed to wear wigs. Women are allowed to wear wigs over their full heads of hair, and they're just having a bit of fun. Wigs for everyone, or wigs for no one. While I'm at it, fake ponytails, hair extensions. If you can't grow it, you can't fucking have it. Do you know how disgusting it is that we have a portion of our society with hair who are allowed to wear wigs when the bald is not? That is the equivalent of a woman who can walk getting in a wheelchair and wheeling herself up to a legless man trying to crawl his way home from the pub. And she just keeps up with him and laughs.
No. Oh, no. Oh my days. Oh my days. That was funny. Oh gosh. What do you do with that? That's a tricky area, isn't it? It's the whole of it. People's experience are the people's experience, isn't it? And it's a case of trying to. I suppose the main thing is about trying to understand where people are coming from, trying to understand why they're making the decisions that they're making, and where possible, try and support them through that, either through advice or tailoring or directing them to us where they can get the best possible advice. That could be with anything in life, isn't it? But what people shouldn't feel is that they're alone and there is no one there for them. I think that's the most important thing. It's important that people feel like they can talk to somebody else, because this is where it gets tricky. When people feel isolated, the likelihood of going down the path of self harm of any nature increases, because you begin to live in your own head and you begin to have all these thoughts that are not healthy thoughts. But having a place where you can relieve yourself of this emotions and feelings and thoughts and process where you're at and why you're feeling like that is a lot healthier and definitely the best way to go. But yeah, no. He's just like the rest of them. He's he pushes the line. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought of that. I thought it was interesting. I look forward to reading the comments. Really looking forward to this one. Alright, if you like what we're all about, please like, subscribe, and join our community. And until next time, people, you make sure you look after yourself. It has been Kings. Peace. Bye for now.